Welcome back. This is essential element number 3. And what is this element? It's passion and emotion. I remember interviewing LeJean Witherspoon from Seven Dust. And, LeJean hasn't really studied voice. He's done some of the stuff that I had eventually. But at the time, he hadn't really studied. He just kind of did his own thing. But he said what really, really meant more to him than anything, and I truly believe him, is his passion. I mean, he had to own it. He had to feel it. So anytime he sang a song, he felt every emotion he was trying to portray. Whenever you're singing a song, really listen to that song. What is it saying to you? What does it mean? Is it a sad song? Is it full of excitement? Is it full of anger? You have to portray that emotion in the song. Now, the cool thing is you have the key to do this because you've learned to bear down. Now, you can bear down more to what I call the power push, which is like a really intense downward pressure that really makes your stomach muscles real tight, but it doesn't lock up in your throat. It's not like grunting. It's just this really intense feeling. It's kind of like when you get mad, and you can feel it down in your stomach, and you get mad, and you can feel everything coming out. You just let those emotions out. It's the same thing. Think back to a baby. When a baby's in his crib, and you watch it, their bellies they're coming up, and they're going down as they exhale. But when they're hungry, they're going, ah, ah, ah! And they're screaming their brains out. And they're using that, what I call the power push. They're pushing, locking down to get this big sound out. And they don't all of a sudden say, oh, never mind, Mom, I'm not hungry, my voice is gone. They don't lose their voices. So my center, my core of passion is that downward pressure. I feel the emotion in my lower abdominals every time I sing a song. Whether it's, something simple like, the song by John Mayer where he does the police song where he's doing just a castaway, la dun 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 see you. He's using that emotion to kind of make it breathy and touch it. Or whether you're doing something by Aerosmith like Last Child where you're going, Last Child! And you're screaming your brains out. It's the same thing. No matter where you are, it shouldn't hurt your voice. It should pop out. And if you use that emotion, no matter whether you're screaming, whether you're singing low, whether you're singing high, it should pop right out of you. So hang on to the emotion. Another thing to do with emotion I have is this theory that people have this fear factor. They hear a song and they want to sing it. And maybe they can, but it's so emotionally driven, or maybe it's so high that they're scared of it. But once they listen to it over and over again, and they sing it, maybe 2 weeks down the line, maybe 6 months, maybe a year, once they've been singing it for a while, they look back and they're like, oh yeah, that song Pound Cake by Van Halen used to be so hard for me to do, but now I can do it in my sleep. I believe it's because they've overcome that fear. And I think by learning to listen to the song and find the emotion of the song, you can beat that fear quicker. I've done it many, many times. There's a great song called Grace by Jeff Buckley that I do in my vocal workshops. And I was afraid of it. It's an amazing song. It's not that I couldn't hit the notes, but it seems so intense, and I couldn't feel like I could do it justice. But once I started singing and listening to it and really finding out what Mr. Buckley was trying to convey in that song, it became easier and easier for me to sing. So master your fear, apply your emotion, and you'll be well on your way to being a better singer. I shall see you tomorrow.